I've started 7 businesses. 5 of them didn't just fail, they died in my hands. Some bled out slowly, some collapsed instantly. All of them left scars. And the worst part, people were watching like it was a live stream disaster. Popcorn in hand, front row seat, waiting to see if I crashed. And when I did, they clapped. Because failure is entertainment until it's happening to you. But here's what no one tells you. Success is a sedative. Failure is a scalpel. It cuts you open and it forces you to pay attention. If you're scared of failing right now, good. Fear means you're in the arena, not on the sidelines. I failed 5 times before I built something that made me millions. 5 tombstones, 5 autopsies, 5 lessons I could not buy anywhere. I'm Adela and I've been in business 21 years. I started at 16. No mentor, no safety net. Just bruises, instinct, and repetition. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 5 businesses that died and why some of them needed to die. Let's go. Part 1. Why am I sharing this? Let me tell you why I'm making this video. Most people hide their failures like mold behind a wallpaper. They only show you the polished spots, the wins, the screenshots, the shiny milestone, but that creates delusion. It makes new entrepreneurs believe success is straight, linear, clean, predictable. I tell you now, it's not. Every successful business sits on top of a graveyard. Ideas that didn't work, products that flopped, partners who vanished, money that evaporated. If you're not prepared to walk through that graveyard, you're not prepared to build anything that lasts. I'm sharing this because I want you to see the root, not just the fruit. Failure is not the end. Failure is the soil. Some seed rot, some seeds sprout, but the ones that survive, they grow stronger because of what died before them. My 5 failures, they fertilized everything I built afterwards. If you're failing right now, listen very carefully. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not disqualified. You're simply in the soil. And in my last video, I talked about quitting too early. Some of these failures, I should have pivoted instead of walking away. Others, they needed a funeral. The wisdom is knowing the difference between these two. Let's get into the 5. Failure 1, the jewellery shop. I was 24, young, ambitious, half naive, half fearless. I opened a jewellery shop in a busy shopping centre. I thought I was entering the game with a sword. Then I saw who I was standing next to. The giants. The giants with warehouses, distribution, bulk buying power. They weren't competing with me. They were crushing me by just existing. They sold in volumes I couldn't touch, which meant that they sold cheaper than I could think. I brought a slingshot to a battlefield run by machine guns. And after months of bleeding money, I closed it. At the time, I thought the failure was me, but now I know the truth. I didn't fail. My strategy did. I didn't understand the market. I didn't understand positioning. I didn't understand that you can't beat giants at their own game. If you're small, you don't compete on price. You compete on niche. You compete on angle. You compete on identity. I tried to be everything to everyone, and that made me invisible to everyone. That shop died, but it carved the first lesson into me. Failure number 2. The UV boxes. This one still burns. COVID hit. People were sanitizing everything. Phones, keys. I spotted an opportunity. I thought this was genius. I thought it was going to print me money. The samples, gorgeous. Premium packaging, they worked perfectly. Then I placed a bulk order, thousands of pounds. When the shipment arrived, it looks like it had been manufactured in a cave. Yes, half-broken components, UV lights that barely flickered. The package was disintegrating in my hands. The supplier baited me with a perfect sample and switched it with trash. And I had no choice but to take this loss. Why? Because I didn't use my legs. I didn't go to the factory. I didn't see their warehouse. I didn't verify anything. I trusted strangers on the internet during a global pandemic. I was desperate, and desperation makes you deaf. You stop hearing your instincts. This failure birth my use your legs philosophy. If you're building a products business, you must go there. The factories, the suppliers, the warehouses. If you don't, you're gambling with your savings, and the house always wins. This wasn't just a business failure. It was a warning shot. If you're finding this video valuable, do me a favor. Click the like button and subscribe. I post videos every Thursday on building products businesses from scratch. No fluff, just what actually works. And I also have a free blueprint, 50 product ideas you can start selling today with 0 money. It's in the description. It's completely free. Again, no fluff, just a blueprint. Failure number 3, the property finding business. This one was really close to my heart, but the business died before it even lived. My idea was to help buyers find properties. My mistake, I built a business around a service that people already got for free. Estate agents were already doing this, and they do it at scale. I wasn't offering anything unique, nothing specializable, nothing irreplaceable. I created a business with no spine. If your value can be replaced by a free alternative, your business is already dead. This failure taught me something priceless. A business without a differentiator is a sandcastle in the tide. Failure 4, the clothing business. Fashion, trendy, fast, fun, seductive, and unforgiving. For manufacturing minimums, 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces for designs at the time that I got into it, which I couldn't afford. And even if I could, trends moved faster than production timelines. By the time the stock landed, the trend was already buried. I realized fashion wasn't a business. It was a treadmill set to sprints, and I didn't have the capital or the appetite for that kind of blood sport. This is the moment I learned boring products beats sexy product. Every time. Fashion sells dopamine, boring sells daily functionality, and daily functionality is where the real money is. This failure rerouted my entire career. Failure number 5, the app. This one is complex and very sensitive. I co-founded a tech company. We built an app. The idea was strong. The execution was decent, but the partnership wasn't. And the business is only as strong as the alignment behind it. Different vision, different pace, different commitment level. You can't build a rocket when only one person wants to fly and the other wants to nap. It's collapsed. And it taught me one of the most expensive lessons. A bad partnership can kill a good business, and a good partnership can save an average one. Part 2, what this failure has taught me. 5 funerals, 5 lessons. Number 1, research or bleed. The jewelry shop failed because I didn't understand the competitive landscape. Number 2, use your legs. The UV disaster happened because I didn't verify in person. Number 3, differentiation or death. The property business had no unique value. Number 4, boring prints money. The clothing business showed me that sexy niches have ugly economics. Number 5, choose partners like you choose surgeons. One wrong cut and everything collapses. But here's the part that matters. Not every failure is a mistake. Some were stepping stones, some were warnings, and some were sharpening tools. And every single one of them carved me into someone who could build a £1 million company. Listen, you're not failing, you're being sculpted. Part 3, now the 2 businesses that worked. After all of that, 2 businesses finally stuck. One in manufacturing and one in mining, because I applied everything the 5 failures taught me. I niched down, I understood the market. I used my legs, I chose boring. And I chose partners very carefully or not at all. Those businesses generate millions now, but they were born from the ashes. So if you're failed or you're failing right now, remember this: failure is not the end. Failure is the soil. You need to watch my video on the 3 biggest mistakes that kill new businesses, because they killed all 3 of mine. And also my video on quitting too early, because some of my failures happened because I quit too fast. I'll link them in the description below. Next week, I'm talking about the rock philosophy, the mindsets that saved my entrepreneurial life more times than I could count. Subscribe, hit the bell notifications so that you don't miss it. And don't forget to grab the free blueprint of 50 product ideas you can start with zero money today. Link is in the description as well. I'll see you next Thursday. Thank you for watching.